Hello, welcome back to this new channel. Marcy talks about it, just about everything. This title is a deep one, diving deep with the sharks. You know why I was gonna have hair sticking out? I said I wasn't gonna be messing with my hair because I'm looking at my computer like it's a mirror. Anyway, welcome back, or welcome one day. And if and as you happen across this channel, Marcy talking about some of everything, feel free to subscribe. And because it's a new channel with unscheduled videos, though perhaps every day or many times a week, because this is just me talking about personal experiences. It could be from childhood, it could be from last week, it could be from this morning, something I saw on the news, something I saw up the street, whatever the case might be. And a lot of people give their opinions and commentary, whether it's on all types of social media platforms and in regular professional media. When they're reporting news, or somebody's reacting to the news, or somebody is affected by the news, and as well as social media. But in my own unique way, to thine own self be true, I would love for you to come along on this ride with me on my way of Marcy talking about it, just about everything, and see if you can get something out of my perspective and my own unique way of self expression, and from my heart to yours. So, obviously, since I mentioned heart, that's about more positive than negative things, at least a more positive spin on things, even if they're negative, and hope that you or somebody can get something out of it so that it can enhance how you feel if you're feeling down, enhance your life or the lives of others, whether they're in your circle or whether they're a complete stranger. So feel free to subscribe if you'd like to. Hit that notification bell, because I might do a video in the middle of the night, or as soon as I wake up in the morning and brush my teeth, or right before I go to bed, or just whenever. And so, since the channel is new, and hopefully it'll grow as I get viewership and subscribers, then we can flow a little bit better on this journey together of just talking about it. All sorts of things. Funny things, not so funny things, very serious things, very sad things, just all sorts of things. I'm a realist. I'm down to earth. Get ready. When I say ride, I mean reside, ride. Okay? I'm very bold. I'm very courageous, but I'm very respectful. So it is not my intention to debate, argue, hurt, or harm, or offend. I do not expect everyone to like or agree with my take on things, even my own personal experience. It could be something happened to me that you don't know anything about, and you may disagree with what happened to me. It's ridiculous. I wanted to say it was ridiculous, but in the way of self freedom of expression, freedom of thought, perception is reality. It could be my own experience. You don't know me, and you still may not like it nor agree with either how I express what happened to me, my own personal experience, or my view on something that I have seen, heard with my own ears, or experienced in the world or worldview. Either way, that's what comments are for, likes and thumbs down, so that I can balance, yin and yang of things that you want to hear more about, less about, that you care more about, care less about, could care less about me for that matter. But hopefully there's someone out there that can be helped, touched, enlightened, inspired, and maybe made to smile or warmed by something that I may say, do, one of my antics, or share, and not just negative commentary about what's going on in Hollywood or with famous people that are human beings with feelings. And I'm not here to take up for everybody that is famous or filthy rich or in Hollywood or whatever. I'm just here to promote our humanity, our equivalence in humanity. Because no matter which way you slice and dice it, we're all human. The last video I just did, video 13, I gave a shout out to Tony Gaskins. And one of the main reasons I did, he is because I've been watching some of his videos. They appear to be tailored. I can't say what they're tailored for from his perspective, but from my perspective, they seem to be tailored towards um, uh, uh, single people a lot, mentoring, single people and lonely and people that want to mate and meet and mingle and hopefully marry and have families and all of that. And as well as people that already are in mateships or relationships that need improvement. He is a mentor and a life coach, and he is very passionate about what he's talking about. He really is. And sometimes I see so many videos of his. I could be going on YouTube, so I what's on YouTube. I'm gonna find something to watch. Boom, there's Tony Gaskins. And I'll say, oh, what is Tony talking about today? Let's see the title. I'll say, okay, I'll give it about, 10, 15, 20 minutes. He's always really interesting. He's that Southern way of speaking and making up words and stuff. Trust, I get it. Because I'm going to make up some words and speak ebonics and all kinds of stuff. So, yes, I can properly enunciate and I can eat with the queen and I can give stats to the presidents. But at the same time, I can lay back and just chill and just talk amongst, the regular commoners. But any Hoosiers, so I did give that shout out, and the connection was so unstable. Once again, I was part Rubik's Cube, part, I don't know, Picasso art, whatever. I could delete the videos, and I don't want to be so down home because I'm at home doing my little talking stuff that my videos are not clear or as I call them, channelism enough. That's my word for a professional channel because I am not pretentious and I am not trying to be someone that I am not, which would include being a professional journalist. But professionalism is important and clarity is important and a clear video is important. But every now and again, a little bit of, Picasso looking art or Rubik's Cubish, as long as it doesn't take from you hearing the message, getting a point, for the most part, seeing my face, hearing my voice, just leave the videos up. So if you come across those that are just a little bit, technical difficulties, I apologize in advance. We will continue to work on that. I know that live streaming during high periods or peak periods like the holidays or weekends when people are out of school, there are a lot of company. There's just a lot of streaming going on. Not making any excuses, but I just think that there's a lot of traffic. And here I am as if I have nothing better to do. And I do. I have too much to do. And I'm trying to avoid some of it. That's why I'm here with you guys. So welcome again. Welcome aboard. And I look forward to people joining me on this journey because I want to say something to someone out there that may just make that tiny difference in your feelings at the moment, or your life, or these pet cheekbones. Do you want to squeeze my cheeks? You remember little kids with the cheekbones? The high cheek. You want to just go. Yeah, I see my cheekbones through my computer. I use my computer as a mirror, and I know I shouldn't. Usually keep one near me so I can just kind of glance at it and stop fixing hair and looking at myself and everything in the computer like some kind of nitwit. But anyways, it's just a lot of fun. I'm a goofball. So even though I'm super serious, there'll be super serious topics like this one, relationship stuff that's super deep. That again, the video that had technical difficulties, I was giving a shout out to Tony Gaskins. He does not know me. I do not know him. I am so proud of the fact that him, um, being consistent about his Christian walk and his being a man and a family oriented husband and father and edifying God and lifting up his wife and lifting up himself as a Christian from his, you know, whatever flaws that we all have, but from his own flaws, and being honest and asking people, don't use my flaws against me. I'm being honest and courageous to share these flaws so that maybe you can avoid these flaws. And I get that because that's a part of my sharing is if I tell you something deep or flawed or whatever, you run with it all you want to, whatever, it's not going to change me. The past is the past. I can't lap up spilt milk. What's done is done. But if it's something flawed, less than good, less than spiritual, whatever faith you believe in, whatever culture, if it's a good faith, whatever is the best part of you, the good part of you. If you did something not so great or whatever, and it's in the past, that's where it is. It's in the past. You can't get it back. You can't turn back the clock. Father Time keeps going forward, and you forward thinking and forward moving is the direction that survivalists and people that think in positive and optimism tones, forward thinking and like-minded and progressive in ways. I know that gets into a political thing, but I mean making progression, growth, um, and even success, ambition, whatever. It's always usually looking ahead because 2 seconds ago just left. It's so gone. Pour that on the ground and see if you can lap that up. You can't. So anyone courageous enough to try to share a flaw, an error, is another way of saying error, of course, where they want to help others not make the same mistakes. I applaud that. And so I just wanted to say how much I do enjoy watching, whether I already know quite a bit of it or whether I learned something. Everybody can learn. Whether I learned something new from Mr. Gaskin's videos and other people's videos. There's so many people teaching right now, so many doctors online teaching um, helpful things for our health, and people teaching how to cook good foods and the use of herbs and the use of naturalism for your products for your skin and growing your hair and thickening it and on and on, and relationship building and improving and self-improvement, and it's just wonderful. And so there's plenty more shout outs that I'll give, but I did want to give a shout out to him. And there's another gentleman, Stefan Speaks. I'm not trying to pit them against each other, put them together. They're their own two different people. They've got their own two different relationship platforms and mentorship and so forth and so on. I just really, really admire Tony Gaskins not being ashamed of the Lord, because if you're not ashamed of the Lord, he won't be ashamed of you. If you're ashamed of the Lord, he'll be ashamed of you. And so there are not there are just not a lot of people, famous or otherwise, that I've seen have the courage, regardless of whatever their career or their plain person scenario is, um, that have had the courage to speak of their religious beliefs or their spirituality, whatever it might be. And Tony Gaskins is very consistent, not only about what he's written about as an author and how he lives his life with his wife and children, but he's very consistent about. I see some people coming on there. Howdy doody. I'll hopefully that's something good. It's I don't have my glasses on, but whatever it is, I will go to the channel when this video is over with and see if someone is asking a question or saying something that I need to respond to, or at least appreciate that they took the time to say something, whatever it is. And thank you for that. Um, but Tony Gaskins is very consistent about his message, the mentoring message, relationships, life, living your best life, your best you, trying to create your best relationship. And then him being consistent in balancing that with his spirituality and his Christian walk. And I have to give him a thumbs up for that, and his wife a thumbs up for that, because they say behind, on the side, and in front, that's what I'm saying, of any good man is a good woman. And in this case, they have children, so let's throw in the good mother part too. So I just love that. I really love that. Is Tony and anybody else a perfect person or specimen? No, we're all flawed. I'm out of here somewhere. Get out of here with that. Sinners saved by grace. But thumbs up, Tony Gaskins. I really appreciate what you are doing, and I get it, and I get that you are holding on tight to not compromise in Christ, and I really appreciate that, because these are tough subjects, and it's kind of hard to have that balance. It's not hard to love the Lord and not be hypocritical, but it is hard, not to be judged by others depending on the subject matter, and just keep trudging on anyway. So as long as you're pleasing in God's sight, you. So shout out to you. And shout out to everybody else that's courageous enough and creative enough and hopeful enough and talented enough to, whether you're trying to do it as a career, entrepreneurship, employment, boredom during the pandemic, whatever talent you are sharing with the world, kudos for you, whatever age, whatever culture, um, whatever subject, if it's a reasonably, decent one within the humanities and entertainment and so forth, good for you. And I'm glad for that. And thank you so much for that, because when I have across those videos and I get good, entertainment or information or learn something new or whatever, that's helpful to me. So I hope to be the same way. So moving right along, the subject of this video has to do with those relationships. Not in the manner that, other mentors and life coaches and relationship gurus, if you will, or, seemingly gurus, discuss these matters in a very specific, precise, their trained method way and their methodology. Well, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking from the school of hard knocks, no certification, no training in this area, except for living it, seeing it, with my own big eyes and big ears, okay? And big head, if you want to add that into. So, anyway, the title mentions relationships. It may say deep relationships, the ones that are difficult to talk about or something like that. The channel video number 13, the title says, I think, including affairs, or, just on and on, family. We must go there. Okay. So let's start it like this because this is a huge topic. That's why I put video 14A because we may go from A to Z on this one, or at least A to E. As we move forward with videos. I'm not going to make each one too long, so we just go next, so you can watch one and run on somewhere and watch the other one again. Okay, so this is the holidays. So families are either getting together or they're not because of the world, illness situation, travel issues, you name it. Who shot John? Okay, and why they shoot him. So, which is something I've always said. I think I got it from my an elder in my neighborhood when I was a teenager or a kid in junior high school. So, who shot John and why they shoot him? So, anyway, then needless to say, there came the movie Dallas and who shot JR, so go figure. But anyway, who did shoot JR? I think I forgot. But anyway, affairs of the heart. Can you love more than one person? So I'm kind of put this in maybe question and statement form. So we'll go back to these things. This is coming to you live. I don't have a script. Sometimes I might write something down on like a little so-called cue card, which is a 3x5 card from the dollar store. But this is all here. Okay. So, click the button when I show my feet. You don't want to see my feet with these socks on. I don't know. I have to look at my comments later because there's no telling what people may say. But any Hoosiers, loving period. This board that I have back here, you can't see it, but what it says is it's better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all. And that came from, I think, this song of Moulin Rouge. And it's just such a haunting and a sad song, and it's so true. And I have loved many times in my life, and everybody has not had an opportunity to do that. I was probably looking for love in all the wrong places, too. As an orphan child, self-guided. Once I was out and about, a little less guided than I should have been between age 13 and 14. But just, some of the most deep love I have felt. And for anybody that's never felt love, oh, what a loss that is. So I hope that everyone will get an opportunity to be and feel loved. But again, the question is, can you love more than one person at once? Or more than two people? Or three or four or five? We'll get into that later on, right? I'll come back to that one. That's getting kind of personal. Okay, so we'll come back. Now, affairs. Okay, now we're talking about Christianity and spirituality and all that kind of stuff. So adultery is wrong in the Bible. We already know that. Boom, sin. And then you just walking along in life, right? Minding your own business. And what? Kaboom. Shakalaka. Meet eyes with somebody, mad at who you with, especially married. Get dehydrated on myself now. And maybe that person is in a relationship, married or not. And there's a couple of things going on. You have appearance, you're two human beings, not knowing one another's status, perhaps. Appearance, or whether they're attracted to each other, just, physical attraction. It could be the eyes, it could be whatever it is. And then you have, depending upon how they feel inside, what are they going through in life? Where are they in life? What is their status? Along with whether they're married or not, which is super important. Are they mad that day? Are they mad in general? Are they sad? Are they depressed? Are they happy? Is everything fine? And there's some chemistry, pheromones or something. Somebody got on too much cologne, but I'm talking about the good kind. And please, that attractiveness thing, ugh. You know who I was attracted to for the longest? Just as a fan, not like let me jump through the TV. Ridiculous. Anyway, um, rest in peace, Sean Connery. And I understand I'm a woman of color and I love men of color and men in general. I mean, I'm a woman. This whole color thing, what is a crayon box? Man is a man. But Sean Connery, that voice, and then, all the into his older years. And if he was married, no offense to his wife or anything like that, but as a movie star, as a fan, whoa, that's Sean Connery. I had a few of my picks, but the voice, even especially the face, when he was much younger, the voice and the face, I was just like, I even told, um, when I was in a committed relationship with regards to Sean Connery, um, uh-oh, um, oh, I'm sorry, but there is no way I'm going to show my feet. It's ridiculous. Anyway, um, of course I was just teasing, but I said it for years. I was like, let's Sean Connery show up at the door and knock on the door, knowing that it wasn't going to happen. That's why I tease about it. Hello? Uh, yes. Who is it? It's Sean Connery. Who? Sean Connery? Be like, baby, bye. It's Sean Connery. I'm gone. We have 10 kids, just had a set of quadruplets through in vitro. I'm gone. Gone. Me and Sean and pay the bills and all of that. I signed all the paperwork. I'm out. Okay? Period. Rest in peace, Sean, Mr. Connery. And who else? I don't want to seem to like I'm being picky, because I'm not. I'm not. I care about all people, all cultures, all races. Even as a woman of color, I do. And I love, love, love my own people of color. And I do have the mix of African and Indian and who knows what, but I love all people. And so this is not a pick and choose and this sort of thing. I'm not that kind of person. And there's too much of that going on too. But just because I'm a movie buff, and obviously there were more of one kind of culture in a lot of the old movies and whatever. Oh, I had my other pick, Mr. Redford. Have you anybody ever seen that movie, The Bridges of Madison County? I could have died 100,000 times, came back and died again. Oh my gosh. Mr. Redford. Again, if I had a significant other at the time or a spouse, bye. Mr. Redford's at the door. I'm out. Bye. And then, of course, there was Mr. Gere, Officer and a Gentleman. I absolutely love that. Pretty Woman is my all-time favorite movie with Richard Gere in it, Mr. Gere. Of course, Denzel Washington. What person of woman of color didn't care about Denzel? Duh. All these married folks and stuff, and we just fans, looking at the TV like the movies like this, holding our breath, waiting on them to show up at our door. Never. So, but again, I said that to say something about that chemistry of attraction, the laws of attraction. I'm not talking about the biblical laws. That's out. It's one spouse. Get out, go get somewhere and sit down. Okay. I'm talking about the biblical, not the biblical, not biblical, the science and pheromone and cologne and looks and all of that of attraction. And so, yes, it is possible to be attracted to someone just out of nowhere. You minding your own business, being a good, nice little person, nice married woman or girlfriend, fiance, just moseying along through life, whether you work or you're a homemaker or art gallery owner, whatever it is you're doing, you just do, just trotting down the street, and then you just out of nowhere, shazam, there's somebody, and you just basically turn into complete marshmallow. You're gonna start getting nervous, dropping your stuff, your purse, all your personal stuff rolling down the street, your makeups, your lipstick smashed all on the ground or whatever. Anyway, so we'll get back to that because I'm gonna stop this live stream. It seems to be doing a little bit better, so I'm gonna watch the playback and see if oh, that was so nice. Thank you. Let me just type something here. I've got some comments coming in. Just like this. I don't have my glasses on. That's crazy. Thanks for the respect. Oh, I appreciate that. Let's get that sent. Okay, so attraction and loving more than one person? Question mark. And so, and of course, committed relationships, especially marriages, thereby the potential for biblically speaking, adultery, regular life speaking, affairs, affairs of the heart. It's a tough one. Tough. Very tough. And we'll get into friendship stuff. Crap. Okay, got some examples there. A lot of people don't have that many friends, and if they do, you better look at them again. That friend circle, if it's real huge, you better look at it and see if you don't need to downgrade people into the associate category, or associate 1 and 2. Like clerk 1 and clerk 2. Better look at that thing. I have a rule about friends and best friends. 10 years minimum for me to know you before we can say friends. 10 years. I tried to give somebody a 7-year chance. They blew it. See what I'm saying? Why you need 10 years? So we'll get into that. And then families in general. So this is kind of quite the mixture, but it is about relationships. And it's going to be some loving stuff. And it's going to be some whack, crazy stuff. And it's going to be some ugly stuff. But I'm going to end this stream coming up on 35 minutes because I don't want them too long, because I'm going to come back at you. Because I'm not today. Coming off of me not feeling well and missing Christmas in the bed, feel like I was dying, calling on Jesus, hoping I paid my life insurance, all of that, really. But here I am. I made it. Ooh, where's my car? Let's sweat. Building up. Anyway, so with 34 minutes and 23 seconds, I just want to say thank you so much for joining in. I appreciate the comments. I will go and check and see what they were about, maybe do a few quick responses, and come right back at you, because I'm going to do quite a few of these little lives I'm supposed to keep them in like 15, 20 minutes since I'm doing so many of them, but I'm just going to keep doing the best that I can do and keep showing my cheeks and my smile, because that smile is real and it's coming from my heart. Okay, it's not because I'm the happiest person on earth. I'm happy internally. It's not because I don't have any problems. Don't even get that one confused. But gonna work them through together. Peace. Be back.